the National Down Syndrome Society, in collaboration with Voya Chaos. Financial Wellness, a guide for individuals with disabilities, for families and caregivers. Savings tips.
Hi everyone, I'm Candy Pickard, President and CEO of the National Down Syndrome Society.
And I am Kayla McEwen. I am the manager of grassroots advocacy with the National Down Syndrome Society. I am the first registered lobbyist for Down syndrome.
Today, Kayla and I are going to talk about savings for your future and making good decisions with your money. Kayla's also going to share some of her tricks and tips.
Absolutely. And I know sometimes thinking about money and saving can be a little scary and or intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. It is crucial to take care of your financial health so that you can live a long and happy life and achieve your dreams.
Speaking of, Kayla, good money habits start with organization. And being organized means creating and following a realistic monthly budget with some flexibility and emergency fund savings mixed in. Can you give us some examples of how you budget?
Absolutely. I love being organized, and I do make sure that I keep an eye on how much money that is currently in my bank account. When I use my bank card or any part of my checkbook to begin with, I try to write everything down in my ledger, and this helps me keep track of how much money I am spending each month or where my money is actively going. Each month, I do work with my parents and create a budget for the upcoming month. And in my budget, I determine how much money I have to spend for things I need, what extra money I have to spend on the things that I want, like mani-pedis, for example. In a practical way, serious way, a budget will help you not only figure out how much money you have for lattes, but whether you really want those yummy lattes instead of something else. Something healthier, for example.
That is really smart, Kayla. We do the same thing in my house. We set a budget and try to stick to it. That way we have money saved in case of an emergency. Do you have any tricks on how to save money even if you really want something?
Of course I do. And I know it's hard to save money nowadays, especially today. But I'm trying to save for myself. Everyone loves going out to eat. Or getting coffees, everyone knows delicious chains, right? But do you know how much money you are really paying for those coffees or eating out at restaurants? Think about that for a minute or so. It can be very expensive. So I do look at my budget and I make the difficult decisions that I don't have enough money to spend on a yummy fancy latte at a coffee shop down the corner. But hey, I know something that's free. I do make a cup of joe at home. Or free coffee at Dunkin'. But this is why I love having a budget. That I can always go back if I really want something, but don't know if I have the funds to purchase. Of course. I do treat myself to that fancy drink with extra whipped cream or an extra shot of espresso.
Kayla, I know you are a generous person and love giving gifts. It's a great thing to want to give someone you care about a gift. But as important as it may seem, you need to make sure there's room in your budget for that expense. Do you have any tips for gifting that you want to share?
I do, yes. And as Kenny mentioned, I do love giving gifts. I have lots of amazing family members and colleagues and friends that I love to send presents to all the time. For a gift that has to come from somewhere. For example, Mother's Day is coming up. So I might build some extra money into my budget at the beginning of the month. So I have enough funds to buy my mom something that she'll absolutely love. But if you don't have the money already, then set aside for gift giving. So my parents both hold money back. And that's another example of how my parents helped me. Or you have to forego all those different discretionary expenses. For example, using €5 lattes during the month A, or lessen your coffee consumption, and B, you can take that money that you're not spending for coffee, the $20 or $30 that you might have, you can give it to a friend or coworker.
Thank you, Kayla, for sharing such wonderful tips for saving and spending. If you would like Kayla or other individuals with disabilities to share their tips and tricks on certain topics, please let us know. You can email info@ndss.org to let us know what other topics you would like to see us cover. You can also visit voyacares.com for additional resources focused on education, planning, and solutions to get started on your planning needs today.
And it's talking about financial. Be sure to check out Financial Wellness Guide for more information on saving for the future. And good luck to all of you.